Nestled between the pristine waters of the Arabian Sea on the west and the lush Western Ghat Mountains on the east. Intense network of rivers and lagoons and great wildlife. All of this makes Kerala a paradise, truly God's own country. Hello and welcome to another special edition of Unplugged. I'm in God's own country, in Kochi, and my guest today is someone you have seen on TV many times, but I tell you something, not in the avatar that you're seeing right now. Porinju VELIYATH. Porinju, so good to have you on the show, and thanks for being such a good host. Honestly, the time that I've spent with you over the last 3 or 4 years in your farmhouse here has been incredible. Thank you so much for being such a good host.
Thank you, Anuj, for everything.
Okay, so what we're wearing right now is the traditional Kerala attire?
Kerala Munda,
okay.
We call it. And you know, this is something very famous. People talk about the South Indians. Madrasis bolte hai na, but this is Kerala. For us, you know, this special lining and all these things are very traditional, especially for Onam kind of occasions. Onam is coming up in another few weeks. People wear this, and it's our real traditional dress of Kerala.
And thank you so much for helping me, get into this attires. I'm enjoying it. Kerala is always beautiful, Porinju. It's always nice coming here. Let's talk a bit about you, Porinju, because we've all heard a lot of stocks about your stock picks doing so well, but we haven't heard a lot about you. Tell us a bit about your life. Yours is a rags to riches story. That would be right?
Sure. Yeah, I'm born in I would say, a poor family. Here only, I'm born and brought up in this place. This place is called Pota in Chalakudi. This is Tricur district of Kerala. And this is where I have been, my childhood I have been brought up. So, a lot of memories. I was in Mumbai later, and I came back in 99 to my hometown. And I built this house. And this was belonging to us earlier. And I had a lot of passion to this area, the water around here, and the hills there, the paddy fields. So this had been my childhood, and I always remember that, and that's the thing which gives me most pleasure in my life.
Okay, so from Kerala to stock markets, how did you make that journey? Because yes, there are of course a lot of good investors down south, and there's a lot of equity cult in south as well that we keep talking about. But for you from Kerala all the way to Mumbai, how did the journey take place?
In fact, while studying, I had developed some kind of passion for equities. There was a stock exchange in Cochin. So it used to be mostly a gambling kind of place, But it was very interesting to me. And I had developed, I don't know what point of time, while during my college days. And I used to watch the brands, the corporate developments. In those era, there was no much communication around. But still, I used to be very much interested in that. I wanted to develop that. And I found being in Mumbai, geographically, was very important in that time. And so it was my passion to go to Mumbai and be part of the stock exchange or the stock market that time. So after my studies, and I was working too. In fact, I have been working from my teenage for a living and for my studies. And in 1990, after my studies, and I resigned my small job, and I went to Mumbai. I started my career with Kotak in 1990. I was a floor trader in 1990. I remember on a Murat's day, I started my career in the trading ring.
So you were in touch with Uday Kotak as well in the 90s?
Kotak was very small in those days. Yes. Even the Kotak Securities, which was known as Udayas Kotak. We had a small table space on the 5th floor of Stock Exchange, Mumbai. So it was very small, 5-6 people team. And Udai used to inquire about the market, what's going on. It was a very funny market in those days, It was an outcry system. Today's generation can't believe what was going on in those days.
Yes. Tell us what used to go on those days.
It used to be, there was no transparency in the system, you know. Anybody can make any stock price to anywhere operators or promoters could have manipulated. And there were many MNC companies. So there was a belief, I remember, only MNC companies were good. You can trust the promoters or the management. But many smart entrepreneurs have taken advantage of the India's growth story from that time. And they have built huge. The Kotak itself is the biggest example. You know. It was, I remember, it was 3,000 square feet office at Nariman Bhavan, third floor. I still remember. I used to go once in a week. So that has, I think, that's become now something like $21 billion company today.
More than Deutsche Bank.
Yeah, more than Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank is $17-18 billion.
Yes.
And if you see the assets managed by both these companies, it's no comparison at all. Yes. They are in trillions.
Yes.
So it is very interesting the way some companies have come up and some old traditional companies have gone down. I think it's a most interesting story when you look at the stock market.
Any interesting anecdote about you and Uday Kotak, or or those early days that stands out for you, Porinju?
See, I started as a floor trader. A floor trader is nothing, it's a clerical job perhaps. Yeah. You go and do the deals. It was, I think, Gujarati kind of people. It was their monopoly. Very rarely a South Indian was there in the trading ring. I think I was one of the perhaps first Keralite in the Mumbai trading ring that time. But I enjoyed it. First of all, it is a very good physical exercise, When you trade, you have to go move around. It's a big crowd. There are hundreds of jobbers. You have to identify those people. Your brain has to work. I think I remember the most fascinating thing to me in those days, I remember there were some jobbers, like Arvindam Shah kind of some people I remember. They used to give you two-way quote for 300, 400 stocks.
Wow.
The way I used to wonder, I think today nobody can, today's generation is very few people can do something like that.
And they remembered all that quote of 300, 400
They remember all the trades, their positions, maybe 300, 400 companies. That was amazing. I still cannot understand how can somebody do that. Okay. That was the market.